So ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kevin Sullivan Advice channel. Thanks for watching my channel. Email me at kevinsullivanadvice@outlook.com so that you can email me for free for consultation. Emailing me is free. Also email me at that same email address so that you can book one-on-one consultations with me, whether it be over the phone or over Skype or Zoom. So ladies and gentlemen, the topic of this video will be called, what does narcissists have planned for the scapegoat? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the plans narcissists have for scapegoats is hell and destruction. They plan on putting their life through hell and destruction and stopping them from being anything successful or anything great in their life at all. So that's the plan, it's the Cinderella effect. And sometimes what happens is just like Cinderella didn't know who she even was till she met her Prince Charming. And that's what happened with a lot of scapegoats dealing with narcissistic, family members or communities or whatever it may be, is that they don't really know who they are. And sometimes you're a scapegoat because you're somebody great, you're somebody chosen, you're a good person, you got gifts and talents, and you just better than your environment and the people or the family you was born into. So that's be that as well as too. So that's another issue and problem. So, but the plans they have for the scapegoat is for them to not know who they are, stop them from succeeding at all causes, and devalue them their whole life, and put them in situations to destroy their lives and hurt their lives. And they plot and plan on the scapegoat their whole life and trying to destroy them, and trying to make sure that they don't know, realize, or see who they truly are, their gifts and their talents, and destroy them, and don't want them to come up. And what they want to do is use them. They want to use them so that they don't succeed and that they don't have time to pursue their dreams, talents, gifts, goals, and careers. They want them to be their Cinderella. They want them to lose. They don't want them to succeed. And these people are haters and they wicked. And that's what's going on. They haters and they're wicked. They toxic. They narcissists. They sociopaths and they psychopaths. And they don't want to see you win at all. And you're great, and they see that. Or you have something and you have what they don't have and what they want and what they need, and they don't have it, but you do. And you're gonna win in life because of it. So they try to suppress you, they try to destroy you, and they try to make sure you don't win and succeed. And that's the plan, to make the scapegoat become a Cinderella. Whether you're a man or a woman, it don't matter. They want you to be the Cinderella. They want you to be the person that just clings and be a person who just clings. You just clings and you service them. You're nobody but a servicer. You just service them. You cook, clean for them, and they just talk down on you. And think about Cinderella. She looked like she was nothing before she met Prince Charming. She looked like she was nothing. They was treating her like that, and you almost thought it was justified just because of what she was wearing, where she was living at, and how they was treating her. And when she met Prince Charming, it wasn't until you really seen her full potential. When Prince Charming came in and showed her true potential and showed her how great she was and brung it out of her and let her know who she truly was. And but even with Cinderella looking the way she was looking at first, before she met Prince Charming, you could still see something in her. You could still just see, like, wow, she's gorgeous. She looked like she's nice. She looked like she could be more than just who they are trying to make her be. And then when Prince Charming came, you was able to see that. And so if you're a scapegoat in any toxic, narcissistic relationship of any type of form, shape, size, this is what's going on. And a narcissist always needs scapegoats, and this is why you're a scapegoat. And you have the power to not be a scapegoat. You have the power not to be a scapegoat. You have the power to say no and to act in your true self. and don't worry about what they're gonna do, how they gonna feel, and how they see you, because they just don't want you to be great anyway. And they're gonna treat you the way they treat you anyway because of who they are. And it don't matter, and because of who you are. And so it don't matter. So you might as well be great and still have the hate. Why not be great and have the hate when you could just be great and have the hate? It's beneficial to you regardless. So be great and still get the hate, because you're still gonna have the hate regardless. So you might as well win with the hate. It's better than losing and still have the hate. So be the winner. Stand up for yourself. Don't be who they try to paint you to be. Don't be who they want you to be. Don't take a career or work at a job that they want you to work at, because they know that you're not gonna win there. They know you're gonna lose there. They know it's set up for you to fail. So, and that gives them kind of power and control. And this is why they want power and control over your life and your decisions, because they know they're gonna direct you in a way to where you will never win, you will lose, you won't prosper, you will reach destruction and possible death. So you just take control and power over your life, and you don't be a scapegoat. You don't live as a scapegoat. They can see you as a scapegoat, but let your life prove you're not a scapegoat, and do you. And another thing is that what they would try to do to manipulate you, especially once they see you coming out of being a scapegoat and you taking your power back, your true identity, and you're winning and you're focusing and you getting back to what you do and what you want to do and living your life. And it's like they can see your full potential, almost like you know who you truly are, and you know you was meant for better, you want better, and you leaving and you're going on to do great things. And they see that, what especially a narcissistic parent will do, and this could be somebody you're in a relationship to would do too, but a narcissistic parent or parents will play the sick role. And some of them play the sick role so you could be the caretaker and take care of them all day, and so you won't go out to live your full potential. Because one thing a narcissist hate is for other people to win, especially for the scapegoat to win. Also, they hate to be alone. And this is why narcissistic parents have multiple kids. This is one of the reasons why. I didn't even say that K word, man, dang, but I said it anyway. So that they could have enough supply, and they don't have to worry about being alone. You know what I mean? Because the age is different, so it lasts longer as long as they getting older, you know. So that's what that is. So make sure that and so be careful with that, because also too is that they could also have a real diagnosis too, but they still gonna oversaturate it because they want you to take on responsibility to take care of them, so you don't be great and live out your full potential. So they're gonna use that against you. But you gotta say, no, I don't care, because you gotta live your life and you gotta be who you meant to be and be great in this world. And you trying to be their caretaker is not gonna happen. They're gonna have to handle that. You know what I mean? And you gotta understand, when people have diagnosis and it's not something that's really making them able to the point to where they 100% disabled, you gotta look at that like, well, your disease is not 100% where you disabled. Yeah, you might be hurting, but you can lose some weight because you need to, and you can eat a healthy diet. You're not choosing to do that, and then you know by not doing that, you're gonna need help, somebody taking care of you, and you want me to do it. So you're doing this on purpose so that I can take care of you, because that's selfish. Think about it. And that's one of the reasons you could tell, you know, that you have an illness, and you know that it benefits you better if you stop eating the stuff you eating, have a healthier diet, and you lose some weight. You know that. So you don't plan on getting better, knowing that you're going to get worse, and all you want to do is sit on your tail and do nothing and just stay complaining about your health. Don't do it. You got life to live. Don't stick around and deal with people or be somebody's Cinderella because they don't want better for their life and they want you. That's selfish, because they want you to do that and saying, well, you should do this because so and so. because they're your parent, or because, you know, it's like, come on, and think about it, you're not married to them, and it's not like you was with them and an accident happened, even though some diagnosis is just what you're going to do about it. But think about it, if you can control your disability and you can control your health, and you just choose to, well, I'm not going to do, it's different from somebody who got in an accident and they paralyzed. They can't help that, and that's just one determined, just that's different, right? But if you can get better and get better, and you can do better, and you can walk, and you just getting unhealthy because you refuse to do anything to get better, and you can look at their situation and you can see, well, even if you didn't have that diagnosis, you would still be a problem because you're wasting your life. You know, you're not living healthy, and you're not living healthy. So even without that diagnosis you got, you would still be in some type of disabled. Because what you got to understand, some people are disabled because they chose to be. I've seen it with my own eyes. Everybody is not disabled because they got some type of disease. They disabled because they eat unhealthy and they lazy and don't do nothing. They just sit around, watch TV, sit on their tail all day and eat all this garbage food and junk food all day. And that's how they in the situation. So when you see them and you feel sorry for them, you think that's that way because they elderly, it's like, no. And sometimes you think they got a disease, they don't. Think about it, because you see people who 80, 70 years old and they walking. Some with cane, some without cane. I done seen a guy who's 70-something years old and he's still running marathons. So yeah, health is all about your choice. And I'm saying this because a lot of people I see is stuck, not living their true potential, because some toxic, narcissistic person or parent have them taking care of them, because they don't want you to live out your potential and they don't want to be lonely. So that's how they try to do, is play on your emotions and assault your intelligence by getting disabled on purpose, being sick on purpose, so that you could be their caregiver. Think about that, because you can't live a life if you're somebody's caregiver. And in most cases, they don't even want you to have a job. They don't want you to have no income. They don't want you to have a life. And also too, your narcissistic siblings, they want the same for you too, because you're the scapegoat, and for all the other reasons I just mentioned. And then they don't want to take care of that responsibility either, and they don't want to. So it's good for all of them to try to team up and be like, oh, well, you should do it. Whether they say it or not, they thinking you should do it. And if you have this conversation always coming up around you, they bringing it up around you for a reason. Think about it. They don't have to always have this conversation when you're around. They can have it when you're not around. And think about it. If they say, well, we do have it around when you're not here. So if y'all have it around, y'all have this conversation when I'm not here, why y'all always talking about it when I'm here? It don't make sense. You know, it don't make sense. It's not adding up. It don't make sense. They definitely will assault your intelligence. And it's because they want you to take on that role, and they talking about it, and they want you to get into this. They want you to get into this conversation so that hopefully you would just step up and take it. And if you don't take it, the responsibility of it, and you don't say I do, they're going to keep doing this situation. And the more this person or this parent or these parents going to keep destroying themselves and keep complaining about their health, and the more they're going to keep destroying themselves, because they're wicked and they don't want to see you win, and they don't want you to have no life. So they're going to keep getting ill, and they want you to take on our responsibility. I don't care who in your family says something. I don't care about their family. I don't care what. Do not do that. Go live your life and be great. They just don't want you to be great. They want you to take care of them. And that's all that it is. It is to stop you from being what you was meant to be to this world. I don't care how mad they get. I don't care if they don't want nothing to do with you. You better off without them anyway, because they ain't no good for you in the first place. So it's a win for you, because they don't like you in the first place, and they don't want you to win in the first place. So what's the whole point anyway? You might as well win and deal with the hate, or you gonna lose and still have the hate. It don't matter. course they're gonna hate you more because you're winning, but you're winning from a distance. So the hate ain't even around you, you know? So that's what that is. So it's best to just do that and be that and be great. And don't fall for it. You know what I mean? Please don't. This is the Kevin Sullivan Advice channel. Thanks for watching my channel. Everybody have a great day and stay narcissistic and toxic free.